Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this POLONO D810 portable thermal printer. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description, and if you use that link, it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost anything extra. So let's get this open. Here we have a manual. Let's take a look at it. So we have some notes here. Here we have specs. Resolution is 203 dpi. It supports A4 and letter-sized paper. Connects over USB and Bluetooth. Supports Mac, Windows, Android, and iOS. To cut the paper, you tear it. This charges with 5 volts USB. This shows different parts. To turn it on, you hold down the power for 3 seconds. So you can use sheets of paper or rolls of paper. This also works with tattoo transfer paper. It prints on the top side. It comes with drivers on a USB stick. This talks about installing the drivers, indicator lights, with FAQs, and care and maintenance. So here's the USB drive with the driver. We have a quick card. So you want to look for the Labelnize app on Google Play or the App Store and install it. So let's get the printer out. So this is very, very compact. It's just tiny. And here we have some paper. So we have single sheets here. So if you're using roll paper, it has that tear strip here. So to charge it, it comes with a USB-A to USB-C charge cable. So let's plug this in to charge it. So I have a charger here, and we have a charge port on the end here, so I'll plug in. So we're currently charging, and it's charging at about a little over 1 amps. Now that can vary depending on state of charge of the printer. We have paper entry in the back, rubber feet on the bottom. It says open here, so I'll press on these. We can open that up if we need to clear a jam. So we have a page width selector here. So 216 is letter sized and 210 is A4. So that drops a little foot down in here. So we will pull that up for letter sized. Let me get some rough measurements on this. So width is maybe just a hair over 11¼ inches. And this is just a hair over 2 inches here and a little bit over 1½ inches there. So super compact. So I'm going to set this up with my iPad. I'm going to go to the Labelnize app and I'll say get. The app is downloaded. I'll open it up. It says turn the machine on, so I'm going to hold down the power button. The blue light is flashing. I'm going to stop charging it. Now the red light is on. I'll say connect now. It wants me to allow Bluetooth devices. I'll hit allow. I'll connect to it. It wants me to log in, so I'll log in with Apple. So I'm logged in. Has a little tutorial. It says connect to the printer. Say I understand. Manage templates. Looks like we're ready to go. So let's get this paper ready to go. So it looks like these are pre-perforated sheets. We want to print this side up since this says this is not the printing side. So I'll lay this out and I'll place this in the back. Okay, it looks like I have that queued up. So in the app here, let's just try printing Sudoku. So I'll generate one and we'll just print that out. We have 3 density options. We have light, medium, and dark. I'll just do the default. We did print. We'll watch this print now. Okay, so we got that printed out. Pull this here. The perforation lined up with the front. Looks very even. So it looks like it fed in evenly. And this page is 8.5 by 11. So there's the printout. So that worked well. Let me go back here. Let's go to document print. I'll say open a local file. I'm going to find a file. So I have this PDF here. It's a camping checklist. So I'll try printing that. It's 2 pages. I'll hit print. Okay, it's done printing. I'll tear it off. Again, we have those perforations there. So it is tearing on the perforations on the page, so it's lining up just perfectly. But if you use roll paper, you have that serrated edge there. Now I can pull this apart. And here I have my camping checklist. Now in the checklist, it has the bold and the lighter sections, and I could increase the density if I wanted that to be a little bit darker. So that's working very well with the app. Now we can print documents. We have a lot of built-in things here. We have puzzle, AI generation. You can print web pages, things like that. But it was very easy to connect up and very easy to print from my iPad. Now I'm going to get it set up on my computer and we'll test printing from there. So here I have my MacBook Pro. I'm going to stick in the USB drive and I'll install the driver. So it's hard to see the screen here, but I'll narrate. So it says drivers for installation, and we have Mac as an option. Oops. And we have the driver. I'll double click and I'll install it. So it's installed. Now I'll connect up the cable. I'll disconnect the flash drive. And I'll plug in the printer. I'll bring something up to print. So here I have a Wikipedia page. I'll open up my printer. In my printer settings, I have the D810. I'll choose that. And I'm just going to print one page. So I'll say print, and we'll wait for it to print. So with this one, it did cut off at the bottom. We have a little bit there. Now if you had roll paper, you'd just perforate it and it would cut to the exact size. Now looking at my settings, I may have had the wrong paper size selected. So I'm going to choose letter. Now I want to reset this, so I want to pull this out. So I'm going to pop this open. I can pull the paper out. And I'll reset it. Okay, that printed better when I had the correct paper size in there. Let me try printing a photo. Okay, I have an image up here. I'll go ahead and print it. I want to make sure I have letter size paper selected. And I'll hit print. Okay, we got the print. Now it did print a little bit on that next page. But let's look at the quality. So I'd say it looks pretty good. Now you're not going to expect the same quality you would get out of a photo printer here, so your mileage may vary on what it looks like, but I think this turned out pretty good for a thermal printer. Of course it dithers to get the picture here. Now on these samples I did, it seems like the app is a little bit more precise than on the computer, but I think both work just fine for the most part. Let's take a closer look at the printout from the Wikipedia page. And you can see it here. It has nice crisp text and real easy to read. And we have our black and white images there. So that's the POLONO portable thermal printer. I really like how easy this was to set up and use. So a printer like this would be great for printing on the go. You could use this to print invoices. You could use this for travel. This would be great in an RV. Maybe you're traveling and you want to print some tickets out for an attraction. You could print it right here. If you like to hike, you can print maps for a park. So you don't always have to have your phone out looking at it every 5 seconds. You could print it out on a piece of paper so you can just carry the piece of paper with you. Now according to the Amazon description, this prints around 200 pages on a charge. And since it uses thermal paper, it's never going to run out of ink. Of course, you do need to use thermal paper with this. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you liked this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.